Man, how's it going? How you doing?
Life is good.
Yes, it is.
How do I look?
You look great, man. Hey, I just gotta ask you this. Obviously, the biggest fight of the year, Gervonta versus Ryan. Oscar has said it. He feels Ryan wins by knockout. You have said it. You're going with Ryan. How does Ryan win by knockout? How does he win this fight against a smaller?
Be himself.
Be himself. You think
it's simple?
Yeah.
Be himself. I mean, I think himself thing got him this far. I think anything else would be playing into the hype of the event, and that's where most people loses. Whether it's football, it's like having the first butterflies in your stomach and in your soul. You will never be yourself when you got the butterflies in your soul because you are telling yourself this is, which it is, bigger than life. When you get there, you got to be cool as a cucumber. When I look at Michael Jordan after winning championship after championship after championship, and then he won one and he put up, I'm gonna get 4, and he got 3, then you like, oh, like you thinking like, oh, like he's already preparing for that. They prepared for this. They, Tank, and Ryan prepared to be at this moment. Now it's time to show and prove, and I think that's the back and forth of opinion, good drama, good media, conversations, tug of war, agreements to disagree. But that will come to an end quicker than we think. You might think that we got the 4 weeks, but it is. But I'm gonna tell you, time go by so fast when you're having fun, and especially when you're anticipating the biggest fight in the last 3 years.
So let me ask you this. Stylistically, you having the boxing brain that you have, how does the fight play out? Is it something where like Tank's gonna have trouble cutting the distance and Ryan's jab and Tank comes in, hook, jab and it's gonna be like a fight of distance?
I'll tell you what, will make us be very surprised. If Tank come in the ring and fight like Muhammad Ali, you ain't used to seeing Tank dancing, do you? You don't see Tank doing this, this. You don't see that. Do you see that?
Nah, never.
So why you asking something that we know we don't see?
Well, no, I'm saying like stylistically, like how is Ryan gonna, like how's the fight look? You know?
Ryan, we know he can box. We know he can do the things that he's already displayed. But my observation, looking at both of these fighters and studying even more in the last 3 months before the deal even got done, Tank has been who he has been and been successful, undefeated. Why should he change? And if he change, can he be consistent in that changing? See, changing for a round or two is not changing. Changing because you have to change because you have to, then changing because you want to is a different type of response mentally. Now, if you look at why would I change something I'm undefeated and I got here by being what? A guy that stalks you, beats you down, break you down first, and then have a shootout with him and he looking to get that big punch in spite of you getting your punches in, but he got that cannon to pitch your lights out. Punches is always dangerous, all the way up to their grave or in the grave. So if I'm gonna get in a shootout with you, punch for punch, yeah, the crowd is going crazy. I take a better risk and a better chance on getting clipped with a bigger puncher than my opponent. That has to be neutralized.
So Ryan got to neutralize that punch.
No. Ryan got to neutralize everything that he does, not just one punch. That's making somebody uncomfortable. That's not only in sports, that's in anything. You take a person out of his comfort zone. If they react like they're not supposed to, or they don't feel like by their body language and how they respond, it's over. I got to take you out of your comfort zone.
So Ryan got to do that.
Each guy got to do that.
So how does Ryan?
This ain't one rule. This ain't one rule.
That's a good question. How does Ryan do that, though?
You want me to give up how Ryan take him out of his comfort zone?
Well, okay. Speaking of,
This how you figure it out.
yeah.
You figure it out as the fight come, and you watch it. It's not my job to give up my knowledge to the world all the time, but I gave you enough to let you understand that both of these guys have weapons that they must use, or it's gonna be a long night. That's straight down the middle,
Yeah.
and I mean that.
And finally, Bernard, what do you make of? Well, he takes a selfie here with the fan. Look how good Bernard is to the people. Bernard, man of the people, right here.
Thank you.
What do you make of Canelo fighting John Ryder? Oscar was kind of like, but what do you make of it?
I mean, Canelo can actually he can actually do what he wants. I think as long as he stay busy, I believe it would be somebody bigger after that. But look, Canelo had some good runs and some good fights back to back. I respect Canelo. He's not bad for boxing. He's been good to boxing. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking forward to see him in a rematch. Obviously, you know who that will be.
Yeah.
Correct.
He wants it too. People call him crazy for that.
I think he's just getting warmed up to get that next.
Yeah, get the next.
That's my hunch.
Do you want to see him with Benavidez? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like to see him in that weight class and maybe one up, but I like to see him fight the top in that weight division.
Yeah, everyone wants to see him with Benavidez.